The victims of Hamas's brutal attack are still recovering. Next, we will talk with a doctor at Sheba Medical Center near Tel Aviv, where many of those victims are being treated at this hour. Stay with us. As the war rages on, hospitals are taking on more patients. In Israel, the Sheba Medical Center has taken over 200 casualties, including, of course, some soldiers, and dozens remain now in intensive care units. Here with me now is the director of the International Division of Sheba Medical Center in Israel, Dr. Yoel Hareven. Thank you so much, Doctor. I know you are exhausted and very busy along with your staff. Could you give me some sense how you would describe the challenges that you all are facing providing care to the wounded?
So good evening, Sarah, and good afternoon, the audience. Right now, Sheba Hospital Center accepted more than 250 casualties. I would say half of them civilians and half of them military servicemen, which 70%, 75% of them are in critical condition and some are deadly wounded. The main challenges that we are right now is that we need to deal with the situation of the casualties, which are, some of them are extremely wounded, but also taking care of their families and their siblings that stay beside them and support them. They've been through in the last week some horrific time, terrible time. They've been themselves with threatened to their life. And now they need to support their family members that lying in ICUs and critical beds, and supporting their boys, girls, family members.
Doctor, can you tell me what some of the injuries are? Is it all from gunshot wounds? Is that mostly what you are seeing there?
The nature of the violence that happened last Shabbat mostly is gunshots from a very near proximity, few meters, even less. We see also some shrapnel from the grenades that the terrorists throw on shelters, and unfortunately, some of the casualties are suffering from severe burns. I would say some of the families in the shelters were cooked to death.
From the heat, from the explosion of the grenade, that is just horrifying.
They put fire in the houses. They took the tires from the flat tires from the cars, put them on fire and make smoke and heat in those apartments, and some of them were chopped to death because of the smoke. Some of them are burned completely, and now we need to take care of those burns. We have small babies, adults. Unfortunately, Sheba is ready to take care of such casualties, but this is a big challenge for us in the next, and for them in the next coming days.
It is a horrible, first of all, way to die, and second of all, injuries when there are burns involved. I just want to lastly ask you, you are a doctor, obviously. Your first order of duty is to do no harm, but you also are in Israel. You have someone who is in the IDF in your family. How difficult is this for you as a human being to see the carnage that you have been seeing from your fellow countrymen and women?
Look, I served 28 years in the army, from the battalion night station until the headquarters. My two boys right now are in the army. I was dreaming that one day when they will grow up, there is no need for army in Israel. Unfortunately, the history and the current situation show us that we need still to defend ourselves. As a professional, it's very hard to take those visions, the brutal and the animal behavior of our enemy. And as much as I can say, we are trying to be different. We're trying to do it in a moral way. As human beings, as Jewish people, as Israelis, again, it's still horrifying view to see.
You're speaking as a former soldier and now as a doctor who has two sons that are serving in the military in what is officially a war that has been declared by Israel now. Dr. Yoel Hareven, thank you so much for the work that you're doing to try and heal the people who have been so badly injured. I appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Good evening.